When I was 17 years old, I let my dog lick peanut butter off my nuts for $50 because I was so broke, and my friend said he would give me $50 if I let my dog do it while we were on FaceTime. He also took a picture on FaceTime and to this day uses it to blackmail me. I'd like to stress that this is not your buddy. You know, friends don't ask friends to put peanut butter on their nuts so that they can hold it against them. That's not a good move by a friend. This isn't the type of guy you want to be hanging out with. And you know what? All you can do now is you have to overcome it somehow. I suggest be above it. You know, I don't know the statute of limitations for beastiality, but I say you circulate this picture yourself, because otherwise you're going to be living under this man's grips for the rest of your life. You know who Whitney Cummings is? Someone had a picture of her titties, and Whitney was like, nah, fuck you, like, I'm going to tweet it. And that was pretty hardcore. So Whitney Cummings this bitch, as long as just look up statute of limitations for beastiality before you do so. But, I mean, would I do this? Well, I've never had a dog. And $50 back in the day, 17 years old, all I needed a week was about $50 so I could get like an eighth of weed and a 30 rack. So, with someone else's dog, it depends on how close I am with said dog. You know, if we're really pals with that dog, I wouldn't ruin that canine relationship. But any random dog, I'd think about it. You know, I'd think about it long and hard. Do I have enough money to get faded this weekend? If not, game time decision. Alright, my buddy brings home this broad that he's banged before and has known for a couple years now. So, this broad gets back to his house. She's fucked up. And the buddy decides to be a stand-up guy. He gets an Uber because she's too fucked up. The Uber comes, she leaves, and he goes to bed. 20 minutes later, this chick comes back walking into the room, lays in his bed, and passes out. So he's like, whatever, she can sleep here, it's all good. Sometime in the middle of the night, he hears the water running in his bathroom connected to his room and the toilet flushing. And he's immediately like, fuck, she's definitely puking in there. And he falls back asleep before she comes out. He wakes up at 8 a.m. and this chick is butt naked next to him. No idea how this occurred. And he rolls over and wakes back up at 10 a.m. and this broad dipped. My buddy gets up to go to the bathroom, and while he's taking a piss, he's looking around shaking his head in approval because everything looks good. There's no puke anywhere and everything is chill. Then he sees the shower floor mat is flipped upside down. He finishes his piss and he gingerly flips over the shower mat. Underneath the mat lies a human shit. In horror, my buddy starts to look around the room and starts noticing poop streaks on the wall and traces of feces around the place. The only thing he could figure is that while this broad was on her hands and knees pulling up to the toilet, she must have simultaneously sent a shit while in doggy position onto the shower mat and had to flip it over to hide it. Now, my buddy spent 2 hours spraying and disinfecting everything. He scoops up the shit and tosses it out. They haven't talked since, but he has seen her at the bar. He's a good guy for sure because he lets her reputation stay. But should a reputation be made for her? More importantly, I don't care. She's a decent bang because I don't care. The question is, does he give her the pipe again? She could perform for feeling bad. I would just advise staying out of. All right, so like, I don't want to fuck her. I don't want to call up a girl to have sex with her and be like, yeah, like I think she's really gonna put out this time because last time she smeared poop on the wall, so maybe she's feeling like she owes me a decent beach. Should a reputation be made for this woman? Absolutely. You know, I've never been to the point of hammered where I have been crawling like a zombie, poop on hands, just smearing all over someone's bathroom. I don't even know that that's possible. What did she take? Yeah, yeah, I think I'm gonna have Sandra over. Last time she shit on my walls, so she'll probably give me mean dome. Like, this bitch is fucking whack. I don't want anything to do with Sandra. I would slander the hell out of her name. I would smear shit on her persona because she smeared it on my walls. I guess if there's one thing I ask of anyone to set foot in my residence is to not wipe your feces on things. Is it too much to ask? I don't know. This story deserves to be heard. You should tell everyone about her. What the fuck, man? And then the part that she took the shit, and then she says, you know what, I'm just gonna flip the shower mat over on top of it. And it's just gonna disappear. That's a dishonest person. That's not a person I want to be hanging out with. The type to poop and then cover it up. I want to chill with people who are gonna poop and then pick it up and then put it in the toilet and then flush it and then spray some Clorox on it and just wipe it down. How much? Clean up your mess. You know, clean it up. That's it.